Hello guys, this is Johnny Brown, Deep Logic Games, coming at you guys with another update. Okay, so in this update I decided that I wanted to rotate that big asteroid structure. I thought, wouldn't it be fun if the environment was actually moving? Uh, since running into things will be able to kill you, I figured it would be actually fun if the environment was moving and always changing. This also means that the AI has to be able to navigate it, and that is a work in progress right now, but it's almost there, and I wanted to show you guys through the editor so you can kind of see what it's doing. It is incredibly complicated. People have been asking me, how does it work? Well, you're talking about thousands of lines of code and some incredibly complex internal mechanics that determine the steering behavior, and also the switching between different types of steering behaviors. I mean, it's really hard to answer that like in a text. I mean, I'd have to write a manual. It'd probably be a couple pages long that would generally explain how it works. But without further ado, let me get this demonstration underway.
Hyper jump activated. Arrived at destination.
I'm gonna add a little bit of commentary here when it's doing different things. One of the things I had to do when it's navigating through this geometry while the geometry is moving is the ship has to be able to slow down and speed up around certain scenarios.
Waypoint reached.
Otherwise, it'll crash, which you'll see it do. Also, it has to look around in certain scenarios. It has to slow down and look around to find an exit point if it's trapped inside a cove or trapped inside of a cave so that it can navigate its way out. The ship has the ability to strafe. It has the ability to roll. It has the ability to strafe, roll, and turn at the same time. As you can see right here, what it's doing right now, it's looking for an exit point around this geometry, and there it goes. It should make it. Look at that. And you got to realize this geometry is moving. This asteroid structure, the entire structure is rotating right now. So I just made it through that. I'll show you. You see it? It is moving. So I'll let you just keep watching here. And what you're seeing right now, if you're new to this channel, what you're watching right now is the AI piloting system. Watching from the cockpit view so I can test it. This is how I test the NPC piloting system called Swarm AI. It has to go through a couple times for you guys to really see its full capability here. So I wanted to go through some really complex part of this asteroid structure and let you guys see it actually make it through what even a human might have a little bit of a difficult time making it through. This piloting system can make it through. Now there is some scenarios where I'm still working on where it'll crash and get stuck. It does unstick itself though, but it isn't doing it as fluidly as I want it to. So the crash correction system's incredibly complicated. It has to back up, it has to look around, it has to know that the geometry is coming at it, from what angle that the geometry is coming at it. There's a lot to it. Getting this AI ships, and also the optimization systems so that I can run 200 ships, because the more complexity I add to the system, the more load it puts on the physics system. The more line cast, ray cast, sphere cast. I don't use any ray cast, but the more line casts I add. I basically have some sphere casts I have one spearcast that stays in the forward direction on a frequency. I have spearcasts that shoot out in 180 points. Whenever you see the yellow, you see that right there? Whenever you see that light up, see, we kind of nudged it a little bit right there. So what I need to do to fix that right there is I need a little bit more strafing force on the ship. Here we're kind of like in a little cove. It's trying to look at that, guys. Look at that. Oh, come on, we're gonna make it. Look at, oh yes, that's what I'm talking about right there, guys. You see that? You've never seen that in a video game before. I guarantee you. I've played like all the space sims. I've never seen anything like that. An AI piloting system capable of navigating what you just witnessed in this video. You know, I'm pretty excited about it because I think that it's going to be a really fun game to play once it's completed.
Waypoint reached.
I don't want to let this video get too long because it'll take forever to upload, so I'm going to let it run through one more time. See if we can get it to do some of that complex geometry. Now, ships rubbing and nudging a little bit against the geometry is going to happen. It's not really possible to make a perfect system when you're dealing with geometry like this moving. But, you know, there is a goal of getting a certain percentage of the ships to definitely make it through the geometry, especially while chasing the player. Now, ships won't have to be aligned with the player perfectly to shoot at them, because ships will have turrets on them that'll have a pretty wide angle that turret that's going to be moving and shooting at the player. So the attack vector of AI ships that are targeting the player won't have to be lined up. It'll have to be lined up with, say, a 90-degree angle, and they'll still be able to hit the player while they're flying through these complex mazes and geometry. I just want to let you guys see this. It's almost there. Probably 90% done. I need to do a little bit more work to it and account for almost every scenario I can possibly can. Ships that get stuck and collide too much, they're just going to blow up. AI ships. There's going to be so many ships in the scene that it's not even really going to be noticeable by the player. And it'll be very, very rare that the AI ships get completely stuck and are unable to back out and correct themselves and put them back on course to their target. Did you guys see what it's making it through? Did you see it make it through that tiny little crack right there? Oh, what a hit. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to keep working on it. Another probably 10 or 15, 20 hours. Should get all this stuff sorted out and have this thing flying through that pretty crazy rock right there, and at least 95% of the 200 AI ships will be also making it through. Thank you for watching. Yeah, there's a problem right there that needs to be fixed. It's stuck in a cove. I need to account for this in the algorithm and have it basically turn around and repath around where it came from. But it actually did make it out. It took it a minute, but here it'll make it out of here. See, it'll make it out. So I was only stuck in there for a little bit, but that definitely needs to get through that a lot faster when it does run into a curved cove where it gets trapped in like a cave. So yeah, I got some ideas on how to account for that, so that'd be something I'll work on next. Alright guys, thanks for watching, bye.